With the ending of Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 unfolding fairly recently, and the constant fans dreading the release of the following season, Jujutsu Kaisen has surpassed some of the most popular anime out there in popularity, which has intrigued many people to watch the show and to find out, what's all the hype about, why is it so popular, because what's so cool about a cliche plot about a boy who simply eats a cursed finger that magically grants him the power capable of destroying the world, who experienced passing of his grandfather and ends up faced off against a world separated by good and evil. Sure, it's a masterpiece by all means, but there's nothing really extraordinary there, as Attack on Titan was about a boy who inherited a power that allowed him to act out the goal he set after experiencing the death of his mother, faced by a world full of good and evil fighting against each other. Pretty similar. And what about Naruto, which was wholly about a boy who inherited the power of the nine-tailed fox, which caused him to both wreak havoc on the world and bring peace to it at the same time. Pretty similar once again. So what does Jujutsu Kaisen do that makes it so unique and popular and stand out from the rest? Did they just fluke, or is there a secret formula that they used to keep us anime fans watching, or is there more to it than this? Let's take a deeper look into it and see what's actually going on. As the show is fairly new and a fairly modern show, it being released in 2020, the first and most obvious reason is the animation of the show of Jujutsu Kaisen, which is very solid and just amazing to look at. Apart from this scene. Mappa really thought that they would get away with this one, but they didn't. And speaking of Mappa, the team themselves are quite credible, as they have animated very popular shows like Attack on Titan, Terror and Resonance, Kakegurui, and Vinland Saga. This team, with its decades of experience, have the ability to turn a good anime into an incredible one, which explains the impressive art style and unique animation of Jujutsu Kaisen. And another very important thing that makes this anime so successful and popular is the aversion to filler, which is such a relief to us, as most of us don't want to spend the first 50 episodes just learning about the childhood of the main character. And yeah, you can just skip the filler, but oftentimes skipping it leaves us in the dark about some information that's later brought up. So instead, this anime aims to focus on following the vision of the manga, not losing sight of completing the arc, which is evident as the first episode immediately cuts the BS and jumps right into the action, as Sukuna already gets awakened and is seen for the first time, wasting no time like many other shows would have done. This allows the creators to tease and intrigue the viewers quite often in a fast-paced manner, which keeps us hooked and engaged, leading to my next point, which is how the creator, Gege Atakumi, isn't scared of depicting violence and graphic content within Jujutsu Kaisen, which adds to the intrigue and appeal to the show. Just like Attack on Titan, Vinland Saga, and Chainsaw Man, it gives it a gory edge to the show, which captivates the viewer's attention and gives us a little jump scare, and makes the show just a little bit more real. Gege will unapologetically kill off even some of the most beloved characters in the show, which you wouldn't normally see in more tamed shows, adding to the interesting nature of the show, as most of the characters aren't protected by petty plot armor, keeping us on edge throughout the episode. And adding on to this, the fan base of Jujutsu Kaisen has become exceptionally swayed by the unfortunate turn of events in the show. Some people are upset about it, and some people are just turning it into memes. And you can see this everywhere, as Jujutsu Kaisen is probably one of the most memed upon animes out there. Dozens and thousands of memes constantly coming out every single day, and although this might be seen as a negative, it adds quite a bit of humor and jokes to Jujutsu Kaisen. And along with this, just the show of superpowers and fighting is one of the most iconic things about this show. Each character has its own unique way or their own unique power, and therefore possesses a unique set of attacks and abilities. Along with this, just the plot of Jujutsu Kaisen has so many ups and downs and unexpected twists that just keep us on our edge. Like Geto randomly deciding that he wants to kill every human who doesn't possess cursed energy, and then coming back from the dead controlled by Kenjaku. to the return of Yuta, who is tasked with killing Yuji, Gojo getting sealed whilst fighting Mahito and his gang, and a whole lot of crazy stuff that just happens that we just don't even expect. This anime is just jam-packed with creative and exciting plots that make it hard to not watch the show. And these core components done by the right creator and the right animators is what makes Jujutsu Kaisen so popular. And if you enjoyed watching this video, then I appreciate if you hit the subscribe button, and I appreciate all the support that you guys leave me, and that'll be it for today's video.